In the vast world of coin hunting, legends are rare, miracles are rarer, and then there are discoveries that shatter everything we thought we knew. This is the story of a coin so small that most people never even notice it, a coin worth just 5 pence in the United Kingdom. Yet today it stands at the center of a mystery that has shaken collectors, historians, and treasure hunters across the world. A coin now whispered about in private circles, feared in auctions, and rumored to carry a jaw-dropping value of $3.2 million. Why? What makes a simple 2013 UK 5 pence coin rise from pocket change to priceless artifact? Every legendary discovery begins silently. No crowds, no celebration, just one hunter, one moment, and one piece of metal that refuses to be ordinary. The coin you see here, minted in 2013, bearing the familiar portrait on its obverse side, looks like nothing more than one of the millions struck that year. But hidden inside its worn silver surface is a secret that would spark debates, ignite theories, and force experts to re-examine the minting records of an entire era. The journey began with a seasoned coin hunter, a man who had spent years brushing dirt off forgotten relics, scanning riverbeds, searching old estates, following faint legends and abandoned trails, always hoping that one day he would uncover something impossible. On a quiet afternoon, as wind rustled through tall grass, his metal detector gave a small, sharp signal. Many would have ignored it, too small, too shallow, but experts never ignore. He knelt, brushed away soil, and found a tiny disc of metal staring back at him. A 5 pence coin. Nothing special, or so it seemed. The moment he held it, something felt different. The texture, the strike, the way the portrait caught the light. Even through years of wear, the detail seemed uneven, as if produced by a die never meant for mass circulation. Then came the clue that changed everything. Error coins are rare, but some errors are so extraordinary that they push values into unimaginable numbers. And this coin, according to early whispers among elite collectors, might be one of those legendary errors, a prototype strike, a pre-production test, or even a misalignment mint error so rare that only a single specimen may have escaped the mint. When private evaluators examined it behind closed doors, their reactions were nothing short of stunned silence. They noted characteristics not found on any known 2013 5 pence coin. Rumors emerged, quiet, cautious, never publicly confirmed, that this might be one of the most important accidental releases in modern UK coinage history. And when private auction houses discreetly inquired, the numbers began climbing. First in the thousands, then the hundreds of thousands, then into the millions, until a final whispered valuation emerged, an unbelievable, almost mythical $3.2 million. A tiny 5 pence coin, smaller than a thumbnail, suddenly transformed into one of the most valuable modern coins ever rumored. And with that valuation came attention, controversy, and danger. Because once a coin reaches the level of legend, the world begins to chase it. The whispers spread quickly, moving from collector to collector like sparks jumping through dry grass, and soon the coin became more than an object, it became a hunt. Everyone wanted to know why this single 2013 UK 5 pence piece carried marks and details not found on any other coin of its kind. Experts from different countries began requesting high-resolution scans, while private numismatists tried to trace its mint origins. Yet the more they studied, the stranger it became. The coin showed micro-engraving inconsistencies that suggested the use of an experimental die. The metal composition, when tested, revealed trace elements slightly outside the normal batch specifications from the Royal Mint that year. Nothing dramatic, just enough to raise eyebrows and fuel theories. Some believed it was a calibration strike, produced before the mint officially set the dies for mass production. Others proposed a more dramatic possibility, that this coin was never meant to enter circulation at all, and its escape from the mint was either a freak accident or an act of human hands working in the shadows. As the theories grew, so did the coin's aura. Collectors who had once dismissed the rumor now studied every detail with forensic intensity. Auction houses watched quietly from the sidelines, waiting to see whether the legend would collapse or crystallize into fact. And then something happened that changed everything. A private collector, a man known only by a code name in numismatic circles, submitted an unofficial appraisal request to a confidential European valuation group. What they discovered pushed the coin from mystery to phenomenon. The irregularities weren't random. They matched patterns seen in prototype test strikes used internally by mints, especially when shifting machinery or testing dies for subtle design changes. Prototype strikes are not supposed to survive. They are destroyed, recycled, or stored in deep archives under strict control. If even one escaped, its rarity would be beyond monstrous. That realization sent shockwaves through the experts. If this coin truly was a prototype or pre-production trial piece, then its existence contradicted mint records. That alone made it historic. But what made it priceless was the possibility that it might be the only one. The only survivor of an internal mint stage never meant to be seen by the public. The whispers transformed into cautious admiration, then into disbelief, then into pure hunger from elite collectors who understood what was at stake. And with that hunger came the first secret offers. One collector reportedly offered $800,000. Another jumped to $1.4 million. A third, someone with a private vault filled with rarities the public will never see, pushed the envelope to $2.6 million. And then came the final, staggering, whispered offer, a record-breaking $3.2 million for a coin worth 5 pence on paper. The moment that figure surfaced, the coin crossed the line from valuable to legendary. It was no longer a curiosity. It was a once-in-a-lifetime artifact with the power to rewrite modern mint history. But legends attract shadows, and soon the coin hunter who discovered it found himself thrust into a world far more intense than he ever expected. Collectors were contacting him, researchers wanted details he wasn't willing to reveal, and some people began asking questions with too much persistence. Because when an object becomes this valuable, people don't just seek it, they pursue it. And for the man who held the $3.2 million 5 pence piece, the quiet life of a hobbyist was over. A storm was coming, and the coin was its center. And as the dust settles on this extraordinary journey, one truth becomes clear. In the world of coin hunting, it is never the size of the coin that determines its greatness, but the story hidden in its metal, the mystery sealed in its edges, and the courage of the hunter who dares to look closer. The 2013 UK 5 pence piece, once overlooked and ignored, rose to become a symbol of how legends are born, how secrets escape the shadows, and how a simple discovery can shake the entire numismatic world. Whether it is truly worth $3.2 million or whether its legend grows with every whisper, one thing is certain. This coin has carved its name into modern treasure hunting history forever. And if you want more stories like this, more mysteries, more rare finds, and more deep dive investigations into the world's most unbelievable coins, then this is your place. You're watching MD Extra Coins, the home of true coin hunters, where every discovery has a heartbeat, every relic has a story, and every coin, no matter how small, might just be the next legend waiting to be found.